Well, guys, I'll kind of catch you up on what I've been doing. Haven't filmed much recently, so still working on the frame, getting down to getting the front end off of it. I did get the rear end all pulled out. It's ready to be blasted now, so I just got one wheel taken out and the spring popped out, so I'll do this one today and I'll get some video of that. I have been working on other parts of the car, so I got the rear end out and I've kind of wire wheeled it as best I could. There's some areas that I'll still have to take and hit it with the blaster, so I'll wait until the weather's a little better and do that outside. I did get my trailing arms cleaned up and put new bearings in them, or bushings in them. So those cleaned up pretty well considering how rusty they were. I'm happy with that. So that's the good news, and there's a couple more for the rear end to put in. We got parts coming in. I got a few more here, so that'll be something I'll be working on. And I just got my new disc brakes yesterday, so as I slowly get stuff painted and assembled, I will be putting the new disc brakes on the front and rear. So that's really what I've been working on lately, and I'll keep you posted on how the progress goes. I'm anxious to get this other wheel off and get the frame mounted onto the rotisserie so I can get it cleaned up and blasted on both sides. Well, today I'm working on my rear end again. It was a nice enough day. I went ahead and pulled it outside and did a little sand blasting on it to kind of clean up the extra rust and spots I couldn't get to, so it looks a little better now. It's kind of dry, and I sprayed it down with some brake cleaner just to kind of wash off a lot of the stuff, but it looks pretty good. I'll do some hand sanding on it and clean it up a little bit more and get some primer on it and get it ready for paint. I think it will turn out pretty good. This will be the next step for putting the rear brakes on it and getting the rear end assembly back together. So that's what I'll be up to. Okay, well, I got it cleaned up, blasted down the parts I couldn't get to, and got a good coat of primer on it right now, so I'll wait and do the cover after I pull it off and can get around the bolt holes on it. But the rest of it looks pretty good. A little run in the paint there, but I'll get that all cleaned up pretty well. Anxious to get some black paint on it and go ahead and get the cover done and get it all back together. I'm happy with the way it cleaned up so far. Okay, I'm gonna try and get this other axle put back in the rear end. I got to pull the old bearings out and the seal and put in a new bearing. Show you what it takes to do that real quick. The other one is pretty simple, so I'll go ahead and show you what I got here. Okay, pull the tape off. I had that sealed up pretty good for when I sandblasted it. And it looks like it kept most everything out. Little trick I learned about pulling these out. And that's a pretty good way to get the old seal off. and I just use a little body tool here to see what. And that came out pretty easy. So clean this up a little bit. Looks pretty good. Okay, I'll put a little grease in there, make it slide in better. Okay. New bearing, and actually used part of the old bearing to make myself a driver for it, so it worked pretty good. Just line it up and get my hammer. I think that's in. Yep. Okay. Looks pretty good. You can tell when it seats because there's a little lip there that hits against, and it definitely sounds different when you hit on it. Okay, so let me get a little grease on the back side of this. We'll slide that shaft in there. It slides right through there. And put a little on the edge of that too. Okay, I think that should be good. And I'll use the same tool to set that. That should. Looks pretty good here. Okay, not a bad little tool for making it myself. Okay, now I'll put a little extra grease in there. Just to make sure that the shaft doesn't hit anything dry to begin with. And that should give it plenty of lubrication. Okay. that shaft right in there. And put the keeper on it. Slide that keeper right there. Oh, of course it would do that. Come on, get out of there. I'm gonna grab a magnet. Try this again. Okay. Yeah, this is how it should look with the keepers installed. See, they just slide in and slide out right there. So once it's locked in, you get that bolt back through here. That locks everything in place, and you're ready to do that now. Okay, got the C-clips back in there, and now see if I can get this to line up and go in the way it's supposed to. That's okay there. Make sure I got the... Yep, I guess there's only one way it'll go in, so... And yes. Okay. Wrench. Nope, it needs to be bigger. That's it. Well, that's it, but I just can't get it on there. Okay, that should be good. Okay, I think that's good. Clean it up, work on the front end of it, and get a new seal on that. Okay, well, I got the front of the rear off, and getting ready to pull the seal off, but I'm wondering if it was ever fully seated, because there's already this much gap all the way around. I don't know if that was intentional from the factory or not, so it'll make a little difference, I guess, but I'll clean that up and pop that out and get the new seal in it, and hopefully that stops the leak that was around there. There was a lot of crap in there, so we'll get that cleaned up and a new seal put in, and see if we can make that look a little better. Okay, I got the new seal on, and fit pretty good. It fit all the way down. There's no gap there now. I put a little sealer underneath there, so that'll help prevent any other leaks. And now I get ready to put the gear on it. Let's see. Put just a little bit of a sealer right here, just in case it wants to leak around those splines. I have to put that washer back in there. Except it doesn't really, yeah, I can get it there. Okay, let's see here. That looks like right where it was at. I think that's good. Okay. All right. Back in place. We'll clean up on it and put the back cover on it, and I think we're about ready to paint the rear end. Okay, well, I got it painted. I got the bushings popped in. It cleaned up really well, it looks like. I'm pleased with it. It really looks like a new rear end again, so cleaned up pretty good with the blasting and the sanding on it, so anxious to get to the next part of it and get the frame ready and get it back underneath the frame. Thanks for watching, guys.